Previously on the Simon and Ross podcast.
The blood in the elevator.
Yeah.
Did you see the blowjob bunnies? Were there? Yeah, weren't they?
No, they were doing the Duracell adverts.
The Duracell.
Keeps going and going. My dick's been ripped off. I can't, but I'm still having fun.
Stop, please stop.
Ooh, what is that? Grapefruit?
Yeah, Schofferhofer.
Schofferhofer grapefruit.
Is it a Belgian beer?
It
Style?
is
German, I think.
Is it German or Belgian?
Is it from Bruges?
It's in Bruges. From Bruges.
Canadian, apparently. Imported from Germany. Yeah.
It's quite nice though. It's not that strong either. It's only about 2.5%. Oh, blimey, he's going through him today, isn't he?
Nice. Well, these
nice blonde ale.
I literally had two. Ilkleyonders is like right around the corner from me. The Ilkley Brewery. Yeah. But yeah, it's what's left over from New Year's. I did have a bottle of red wine that I wanted to open for this, but I fucking cannot get the cork out of the fucker at all. I put the corkscrew in, and it's not one of the ones that you do that on.
Yeah.
It's like you wind it all in, you've just got to fucking wrench it. And I did it, and the cork just ripped. And I was like, oh shit, it just completely the cork just bang. And it's
then you push it down. You push it down.
Not enough.
Cork it.
Not enough has come out. Not enough has splintered. So
believe me, if you want to get that, you can push it down. I've done that many times.
Yeah, but then you get cork in your wine, don't you?
Then you have a little tea sieve that you put over your glass.
That happened with the chocolate block wine, the red wine. I had to push the cork and fucking it tainted it.
Have you tried one of the BJ rabbits? That'll get it out.
The what?
The BJ rabbits, Energizer rabbits.
Or just suck it out.
Yeah, suck it out.
It's siphoning petrol, isn't it?
3 days it was there for. It got it in the end, though. Have you not tried that thing? There's that thing where you can hammer it against the wall and it sort of pushes it out.
You're not fooling me with this again, Si. Couldn't walk for 3 days. Every now and again, he'll try and get someone with this.
You guys do a lot of weird stuff in
yeah, Stockport, not England. Romley.
Rom's in Stockport. I'd let you off. It's fine.
Yeah. Simon's near Manchester. That's where Simon lives, which is also a place in New Hampshire.
Well, Manchester.
Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Yeah.
Nice.
I think there's a Manchester. There's a Leeds. Is Leeds in New Hampshire or is that in New England?
I don't think we have a Leeds. There could be.
There's no point in asking him. He doesn't even know what president was born there.
Can't even name an unnamed fort.
I want to see if there even is one.
It was called Fort. It's Fort Willis or Fort William. Fort William.
Stark.
No, Fort William. No, that's made up. Fort William. Where's that? Google literally auto-corrected fort to farts for me then.
What are you looking up?
Fort Constitution. Maybe that was... But it looked out over the sea.
Yeah, I think the Fort Constitution is near the sea.
Fort Constitution, Portsmouth Yacht Club. Hang on a second.
This is all going in, by the way.
It shouldn't.
It is. Anders, it's literally like an hour east of where you are.
That's a long way. Just to go see some some brick and mortar.
So it's in Portsmouth.
Yeah, I've been.
And it's Fort Constitution. That's where I went. But yeah, that's kind of.
If anyone listening has enjoyed this Fort talk, me and Ross are going to do a special on castles later on in the year.
Yeah, we actually are. Yeah.
Look out for that one. Yeah.
I've gotten Simon back into castles. Everyone keeps
I like castles, me now.
Everyone keeps mocking my love for castles and forts, and whenever I go somewhere and there is one, I've got to get to it, you know. And Si and I went to one of our friends' weddings recently, and there's a town nearby called Richmond, and it's got a castle. So once We spent a couple of days at the wedding.
As soon as he got out the car, he spotted it.
He could smell it.
He couldn't concentrate on anything else. We're like going around this market. He's like, yeah. Very interesting. When are we going to the castle?
It was actually your wife that pulled the trigger on that.
Yeah.
Because I was just looking up at it. I was like, and she was like, should we go in? And I was like, jumping on that. Not your wife. the idea.
Well, if you guys have that kind of relationship, more power to you.
We have since that Fringe came out.
Wife needs something to grab onto. Go over to Ross. He's got a nice full head of hair.
Yeah.
I've got a full head. It's just on the wrong side.
But yeah, I'm just looking now because there's loads of that. New England is full of towns and city names that we know from England. So just zooming out, you've got Durham, Nottingham, Kingston, Stratford, Chichester, which is in Norfolk. Manchester. There's loads all around here that are all taken from English towns and cities. Falmouth. You know, I could go on. Tamworth. No. I'll stop.
We didn't really want to have to come up with new names, so we just put new and then stole all your shit.
That's right.
It's beautiful though. It's beautiful though. It was heartbreaking when that was one of the finest times in my entire life was being there with you guys. I mean that. I truly mean that.
Thanks, man. I am pretty awesome.
Thanks, Ross. Love you too.
I think Simon is half familiar. Yes.
18 months of a podcast, but you know.
Yeah, but there's levels to this game, Simon.
No, I've written that down, Ross. Yep. Best time in the world.
Not with Simon.
Everything else was shit. Anyway,
right.
Top 5. Are we still on What Is You?
Okay, Anders, top 5.
All right, I'm going to give you one-word answers or one-word guesses. So the first word is schizophrenia.
Schizophrenia.
Okay. Next word is insomnia. Any ideas?
So it's a psychological thriller that we're talking about. Is it a horror film?
Nope.
And it's not psychological?
No. It is psychological, but not like a psychological thriller.
Did someone lose a lot of weight to be in this film?
No.
Oh, were you thinking of The Machinist?
Yeah, The Machinist, yeah.
That's a good film.
Yeah.
No, I've got nothing at the moment.
Soap is the next word.
Oh, yeah. Right, okay.
So Simon's got it then.
Yeah.
Schizophrenia. What was it? Schizophrenia.
Insomnia.
Meatloaf with big titties.
So. What did you say?
Simon's got it.
Meatloaf with big titties.
Is it something that we can't talk about?
No, you can.
Oh.
You need another hint?
What can't we talk about, Ross?
Well, the film I was thinking of, the answer to this film is something that I was trying to. That would have been a clue in itself. We can't talk about it, but maybe I'm thinking about something different.
No, you're right.
Oh, so none of you just picked up on
I didn't pick up on that. That went right over my fucking head.
It went over both of your heads. That fringe is too flat. If Si had his hair up like it normally does, he had caught it there.
Oh, right. Yeah, got it now. Yeah.
Is it something we can't talk about?
Yeah.
We must never talk about 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Fight Club.
Yeah.
You know. Anders, you were genuinely, I appreciate how sort of you were like, no, you can talk about it, man. It's all right. Open up, let it out.
It's early over here, guys. You got my ass out of bed.
Yeah, actually, fair play. I was going to mention that earlier and I forgot. It will be, 10:30, 10:23 where you are?
Yep.
In the morning?
Yeah. Yes.
Right, okay.
That's why I'm not having a beer.
I really can't grasp this time difference thing. It really freaks me out.
You can't.
When we were talking to Ben, I was convinced it was 2:00 in the morning. And it wasn't. It was 2:00 in the afternoon. Is that right? Have I got that right, Ross?
Yeah, and it didn't matter how many times both me and Ben told you that it was 2:00 in the afternoon. You just would. Even when it came to write in the sort of little bio that goes with every episode, it was like, "And thank you very much for getting up at 2 a.m." I sort of messaged. I said, "How many times do I have to fucking tell you? It was in the afternoon, not in the morning." But because Ben works nights, it made it a lot. That's why we didn't have to do it. That's why Ben didn't have to get up at 9 a.m. Start the podcast at 9 a.m. like Anders.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've got it now, Ross. Yeah, don't worry.
So Ben had to get up at 3 a.m.
So what time is it now?
just try to fucking... It's Anders is 10. Anders is 5 hours behind.
Right. Yep. Okay. Got you.
It's drilled into my mind because every other night I'd be doing Skype calls with my family when I was over there.
Yeah.
And they were always ahead. They were all, when I was Skyping them, they were always like about to go to bed.
So what day is it today?
The day is the same.
Right. Okay.
It's Sunday for him too.
Is it Sunday for you too then?
I'm in the 90s right now.
Right. Okay. That's that. Well, the 90s was my best. My hair was great in the 90s. Everything was going well. That's my safe space.
Yeah. So Fight Club.
Mm.
That's a good one. I haven't seen that for years, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Chuck Palahniuk.
Yeah.
Is that I wrote it? Yeah. Chuck Palahniuk. Did he write anything else that was of note? Yeah, he is.
Fight Club, Survivor, Invisible Monsters, Choke, Lullaby, Diary, Haunted, Rant, Snuff, Pygmy, Tell All, Damned, Invisible Monsters Remix, Doomed, Burnt Tongue, Beautiful You, Make Something New, Fight Club 2, a graphic novel, and more.
Yeah,
and a Fight Club 3.
There's a graphic novel of Fight Club. So there's like all 5, there's 10 volumes. Fight Club 2 volume. So there's a sequel that was released as a graphic novel that has 10 volumes. But yeah, it's quality, isn't it?
Have you actually gone back and watched and tried to pause to see if you can see Brad Pitt in the background?
I haven't.
No.
But I know he's there.
Yeah.
Or is he always supposed to be there?
They subliminally put him every something like 7th frame or something in the film. So if you pause it at the right point, he's in the background at all times, apparently.
What, physically? Brad Pitt, physically?
Yeah.
Well, he talks about it in the film when he sneaks the porn into the reels in the projection studio.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Theaters.
I think that's supposed to be a clue to show you that's been happening to you the whole way through the film.
Okay.
Supposedly.
How late on is it in the film? Because obviously there's it's like one of the biggest twists, isn't it? It's up there with Bruce Willis being dead.
Yeah.
What? Shush!
Oh shit!
And the Titanic actually sinking. that bitch goes down.
He could have fitted on that door easily. She was
couldn't he?
Hugging it.
Yeah. Tell me
they
about it.
They could have taken turns.
Yeah,
it was like a king size bed. That bloody fence post or whatever it was.
Yeah, she's got to take all the covers because she's always cold and you're always warm. Sorry, are we still talking about films? Sorry.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Simon plays Leo regularly, don't you, in that household?
I do. Yeah. That's it.
He doesn't have to sleep in a bath of cold water. He just likes to be dramatic about it.
Yeah, I also have to break into my house, because I haven't got a ticket to get through the door. So
But he spends a fortune on that band just constantly playing as it all happens.
Whenever you get into a fight, gentlemen, it's been an honor.
And I always insist on painting people with the tits out.
I do too. It never seems to work, though.
Worked for him in that wagon, though, didn't it?
It's the fringe.
Yeah. Stop talking about my fringe now, please.
He's getting sensitive. Ross.
Yeah.
I will find something and I will hold on to it for dear life.
Yeah, well, do you know the worst thing is Ross over the years has had some horrific hairdos, and I've very rarely said anything about it. And I have one day where my hair looks a bit shit.
I'm interested now. I think I've had one bad one, which was like a hairdresser who fucked me over and pretty much gave me a mullet.
I think there was also, didn't your mum cut your hair once or something when you went?
My mum is a hairdresser
with a bowl,
but she used a bowl.
No, I wasn't. My mum never did that. Not since you've known. I don't think my mum's ever cut my hair since you've known me.
Right. Okay. Maybe your hairdresser got a new bowl and wanted to try it out.
Yeah. Everyone's haircut is shit, though, isn't it? Like 20 years from now, I could look back and think my hair was shit. Then we could all feel that way.
Yeah.
That's how it always is.
Yeah,
back in the day,
forever changing.
Yeah, they thought the mullet looked good, and that looks like a dead animal on your head.
Yeah, flock of seagulls.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck was that about? At some point, that seemed like a good idea. That
I think that was just a hair product company that just wanted to sell their product. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Is how we're going to get them to use a whole tub every single time they wake up. Actually, it might save this haircut if I start doing that.
I'm going to take a tub of something. Anything, say at this point, yogurt. Go and get the onken. Get some onken on it.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Have you got any goose fat left over from Christmas? Any potatoes in the fridge still? You can rub them on there.
I could rub a cooked sausage on it, see what happens.
I told you I'm not falling for that ever again.
Right, I'm definitely getting my haircut tomorrow. So the next time you see me, I'll have a completely different haircut.
What are you going to go for? You started getting the old sort of mid fade at one point, didn't you? I thought that was a good look.
Yeah.
This requires maintenance. That's why
Simon, you look okay. You're fine.
Thanks. See, I keep
spread it like that.
My hair does that default.
That is, oh my god.
My hair does that.
You better not go out in public because you're gonna have to. Temptation is gonna hit you with all the ladies. There you go. I gotta go. I just got chubbed.
What just hit your microphone from the bottom then, Andy?
Nothing.
Oh, you know. Yeah. So yeah, Fight Club.
It's a good movie. Not only like with the awesome twist, but it like has a lot of deep-seated sociological mountains I think we need to cross as a society and also as a global economic world. How in the end when they destroy the credit card buildings to set everybody back to zero.
They're like communists, aren't they? And they want everybody to be on the same, because the whole point is everybody you see are all the type of people that have slipped through the cracks, aren't they? And those are all the people that you see in the Fight Club. It's the people who, some of them appear to be successful in society's eyes during the day. Some clearly don't. There's like a whole range of people, but ultimately the one thing they have in common is that all of them feel like they've just want to resort to their baser instincts, which is the Fight Club. They're all sick of the shit that goes on outside. A Fight Club is like brutal and honest, and it is what it is. It's exactly what it says on the tin. There's no bullshit to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think like the idea of this Fight Club is something that we all would like, not necessarily in the form of kicking the shit out of someone in the basement.
Chess club.
Hey, chess club, yeah.
Chess club, yeah.
Spice World.
Yeah, that'll help people get their frustration out.
The Long Stanton Spice Museum.
What would the female version of that film be? Because obviously men testosterone. No, like they beat the shit out of each other.
Tits Club. I think the female equivalent would be exactly the same, wouldn't it?
I think it would be more psychological.
Yeah. You just get belittled in the basement.
Yeah. You know, like my childhood.
I did see like a really dark shadow pass over your face then when I said belittled.
Yeah. You're bringing up like some bad memories, man.
Is that why you just looked at the walls when you said snow? Because those walls is all
this
you
is
had.
the bit, yeah. This is artificial light in the back. I haven't seen the sun in years.
Has anybody drawn snow on the walls? Nah, the weather's clear.
It's got a sun with a smiley face. Yeah, sun's out.
All drawn in your own shit.
Oh, I just got lightheaded from that. Oh.
So, it's your number 4, isn't it? We're on to now.
Number 4, yeah, number 4. And there's number 4. Okay.
Trash can in space.
Okay.
Well,
Trying to make
is it science fiction?
Yeah. Try to make it more ambiguous.
Is there a clue on your wall?
Nope.
Oh. So
Definitely not.
Also, it is okay. So which one?
It's a big debate. I like the original Star Wars just because it can hold its own. It's its own story, which is number 4, by the way. Not that other trash. But Empire Strikes Back is probably like the most exciting one, has the most interesting story out of the 3, just because that back when it came out, I think early 80s, I want to say, because I know 77 was when the first one came out.
1980.
Yeah. So a lot of films back then had like a happy ending, and no one had seen a movie that had just dropped off.
Yeah.
And the third one hadn't been announced yet, so everyone was like, what the fuck, what happened?
Yeah.
What's going to happen? So it gave people a new
hope.
We did it. That's the best joke.
There's a second there when you guys just looked into each other's eyes, and if I knew that if we were in the same room, there'd be a big embrace there.
Let's fuck.
Yeah. Break out the lube. and the sex rabbits.
You'd have been stuck to the wall like you were saying earlier.
I think it was we've discussed this as well, but like I say, Star Wars, if it hadn't have worked and that was the only one that was ever released, then brilliant. We would have, it would have been great, and that would have ended it. But I think it was quite a brave thing to end it on a note of almost despair, really, because everything.
Is this Empire?
Empire Strikes Back.
Yep.
Sorry, yeah, Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
And how does Empire end?
It ends with Luke losing his arm, Han's in carbonite, and they have no idea what's going to happen next.
Yeah. And Lando steals all of Han Solo's clothes and drives off with Chewbacca.
Fucks Chewbacca.
Fucks Chewbacca. Yeah.
That's in the deleted scenes.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, they're both good-looking beings.
I don't know if the mic cut out then or not.
No, it was fine.
They got it.
Yeah, like you say, it definitely built up. It built up wanting to see the next one immediately, which I think a lot of trilogies or series of films have tried to do, but it probably does it the best way, because you almost can't see a way out of it, in regards to everything that's just happened, and the fact you just found out that Darth Vader's Luke's son, father.
Darth Vader is not Luke's son. I know that much.
You know what I meant.
I'm pretty sure the famous quote is not Luke, I am your son.
Well, the famous quote is actually, no, I am your father. Not
Luke, he got it. I was
going
going to call Ross out on that.
Yeah.
What?
Everybody always gets that wrong.
What? Go on.
Composer.
What does everyone get? What does everyone get wrong?
He doesn't say Luke. He just says, no, I am your father.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's another one of them we learned recently as well, wasn't there? There was when E.T. doesn't say phone home.
Yeah.
He says home phone.
Holy shit. That just blew my mind.
Yeah.
Thanks, Owen.
Phone. I must have YouTubed it so many times now to people when I've been talking about it, and they've been like, "Oh, did I tell you this? Did I tell you that?" And you got to tell you fucking summit. None of what you said is important. Here's why.
Forget everything you believe.
Yeah.
My sister hated that film. I mean,
what?
Who thought that an alien
sister?
looking like a scrotum that could walk around was a good idea?
Every science fiction director ever.
If I was in that boardroom, I'd have been in. Yeah, I mean, Yoda is just. I mean, he's a gangrenous old scrot, isn't he?
He's a hairy gangrenous.
He doesn't look as bad as ET, dude.
No.
If you had to, which one?
Yoda. I could pick him up easier.
ET with a finger.
Blow me from the inside.
Yeah. I can see my dinner.
Oh my god. It's normally me who sort of
lowers
takes
the
it
tone.
You could ask the what meats question after ET stuffed his glowing finger up.
What meats? Penis.
What meats?
Dude, you gotta send me that. You gotta send me that clap, those sound bits.
You want the jingles?
Yeah.
But as long as you promise not to try and sell them on.
I'll give you some of the,
If you do, we need a cut.
profits.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. So we've asked this before. What do you think of the prequels?
After having watched the show Clone Wars, it made them a lot more bearable, and it helped tie into what George's actual vision was for the prequels. So yeah, they're not bad. I think the first one's my favorite because it's the most like the original series until George lost his mind with two and
too
three.
much CGI.
Yeah.
Is it Phantom Menace you're talking about now?
Yeah,
Phantom Menace. Yeah.
That Phantom, I really liked. I thought Attack of the Clones was offensively bad.
Yeah, agreed.
Just those scenes between Anakin and Princess Leia were just awful. It was just like, oh my god, I can't.
You're not a Star Wars fan, are you, Ross?
I am a Star Wars fan. I am.
Well, Princess Leia wasn't invented yet.
Fucking hell. Who was it?
I let that
Padme.
one go, Ross.
Padme.
I let that one go.
Padme.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
There you go.
Padme. Who's Princess Leia? Oh, that's fucking
The original.
Carrie Fisher.
Podcast title, well done. Who's Princess Leia?
Padme. Is it Padme or is it actually the Queen?
It's Padme or Princess Amidala.
Amidala. That's what I was trying to think of. Amidala.
Padme's who she pretends to be when she's undercover.
Yes. This is why I can't. This is why I don't talk about it much, because I find it hard to consider myself a Star Wars fan when Star Wars fans are such big fans. Like, I'm not on that level. I like Star Wars. I've seen all of them. I have opinions on all of them. But I can't. I mean, like you've just said, I can't hold me on.
Well, I think with the, I guess, a lot of fan bases is it's like either you're a mild fan, which is there's any kind
I'm
of
the
fan
chicken
you are,
calmer.
okay.
I'm a calmer. I'm nice, but mild. Yeah. Whereas if we're talking about The Shining, I'm definitely eking up towards the Balti.
Yeah.
But then if we're into Lord of the Rings, we're edging towards a
Vindaloo.
Yeah.
Ben said you could do a good Gollum.
Probably the best.
Well, now I'm curious.
The little hobbit says.
Ooh, like that.
Hobbit says always eating. Eats it.
Nice.
And I've just soiled myself. That's the expense that impression comes at.
It is by far the best, but it is the best impression you do, Ross. You also know it as well, which helps.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm not particularly good. Although Fatima did say to me the night, she goes, it's scarily good she said it's scary how good your Scouse accent is. But Fatima is notoriously bad. You could have the most Scottish person ever on the screen. She'll be like, are they from Dublin? She's horrific at accents. What was it recently? I was like, where do you think they're from? Who was it that was on? I think it was like a famous Geordie, like Chris Rea or something.
Paul Gascoigne.
There was someone on. I said, where do you think they're from? And she was like, they sound like they're from Wales. And it was absolutely nothing like Welsh, you know. She's dead. So when she says, "Oh, you're really good at that," I'm like, "What the fuck do you know, though?"
try your scouts out on us. Go on.
Yeah. Give me a sentence.
Can I have a packet of crisps, please?
Oh, can of coke and a packet of crisps. I get a can of coke. Chicken and chips. Chicken and chips and a can of coke.
That's in the bag. That's a bag of the throat. Sounds almost Hebrew.
It's often said the two are very closely related. Scouts and Hebrew.
Have a can of Coke and a packet of crisps. I can't say. I'm normally all right.
Yeah. Can of Coke.
Can of Coke.
Can of Coke.
Can of Coke. Can of Coke and a packet of
crisps. It's like crisps.
Crisps.
Can of Coke and
crisps. Right, mate. What's you doing?
Chicken and cheese. It's like there's like an upward inflection on the end of everything, isn't there? Cheese, chicken, can of Coke, crisps.
Oh God.
Oh, I can do it. I just can't do it right now.
No, I'm your father. I've been in fucking carbonite. For years. I've been stuck over there in fucking carbonite for years.
Your lack of faith is disturbing. And finally, what do you think of the new Star Wars films?
What? Nope. I was thoroughly disappointed.
Not even the Force Awakens.
I was just a copy paste of New Hope.
And
I guess if it works, keep selling it.
So I really like my sort of comic book artwork, and I like concept art.
Yeah,
and I think that The Mandalorian, one of the things I really loved, was sort of sticking around when the credits were rolling to look at those pictures.
And the music is good too.
Yeah, it's that sound where it's like, I feel like there's a lot of that.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a hell of a lot of.
You like that?
Yeah, I'm into that. That's a bit of me, that.
Did you see the new Spider-Man? Because you have the poster?
Yeah. We can't talk about it. Simon has, but I haven't.
All right.
We can't talk about that. Two thumbs fresh. You're allowed to say it's amazing. You don't need sort of between me and you.
Yeah, we were giving thumbs up to the cameras just so everybody knows, the listeners.
Yeah. No, Ross, you would love it.
Oh, I know. I know I would. The only reason I haven't seen it is because we're flying in. We need to pass a PCR. We need to pass I don't know. Do you guys have PCR tests? Is it called that in the States?
Yep.
So we have a PCR test on the 14th that we need to pass in order to fly on the 16th. So we're pretty much doing our own form of isolation just to be safe, because so many of my family have come down with COVID that it's like, it's not worth the risk. So we're just being dead careful. Yeah, we're both vaccinated, we're both boosted, but it's just, everyone that I know is. And obviously it won't stop you getting it, will it?
It's going to make it so you don't die.
Yeah, exactly. So we're just being really careful. So that's the reason why we haven't been to the cinema to watch it, because it's just a breeding ground for that sort of shit at the minute.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But
we'll get there.
I've even seen. I know it's getting to that point now already where people are starting to think it's okay to. There's like memes and shit coming out. I'm like,
dangerous time now.
It is, and I'm like, it's been a week, or 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks on it.
Yeah,
and I'm like, fucking hell, people are already not giving a shit about people like me.
You got to go see it, man, before it gets spoiled.
I know, but how?
Go to the theater, take a big deep breath, hold it the whole movie.
2 hours, 20 minutes.
I could wear a mask the entire time, but that's only sort of part of it, isn't it? I mean, you could be sat there and someone's fucking been in that seat and they've sneezed and they've whatever, and you never know, do you? You could have it on your clothes, and you don't know. It's just so easy to. Because Fatima was at first, she was like, no chance, we're not risking it, Ross. I was like, all right, fair play. And she was like, oh well, maybe if we just wore masks the entire time. Mm-hmm. I was like, well, yeah. Even though I love getting a slushy and a popcorn, I'm a proper like cinema fucking like. I'm the guy who has like the hot dog on the slushy. Like, I love all that.
$600 later.
Yeah.
Just poke a hole in the mask so you can put the straw through. Answer solved.
Problem solved.
Yeah.
The germs won't be able to sneak through that hole.
Might as well not have the mask on.
Then you can just breathe through the straw.
I always end up with punching the hole in the bottom of the popcorn. I always get them mixed up.
Don't put your dick in the slushy.
Fucking hell, it's freezing.
Yeah, but the last time he tried that, he's married to her, so it all works, doesn't it? You know.
Last time I tried this, I ended up with mustard and fried onions on my bell end.
And now he incorporates it into making every single time. So
just placed it within the confines of a fresh baguette.
You're a culinary expert.
Should we pop upstairs, Fatima? Oh yeah. Fetch the mustard.
Call me Colonel because you're bringing the mustard.
So Empire Strikes Back is your number 4.
Yeah, between that and A New Hope, just because New Hope can stand on its own, but Empire Strikes Back.
You've got to pick one. You've got to pick one, Anders.
New Hope, then. We're gonna go with A New Hope.
What? So we spent 20 minutes talking about Empire Strikes Back, and now you're choosing A New Hope.
Well, you're having me my back to the wall. If I can't name the trilogy, if I put that one by itself on its own, it can't really stand alone. But A New Hope can.
Okay. My pen's out. I'm crossing Empire out. I'm putting Star Wars.
All right, just keep Empire then.
That's fine.
Was that too much? That
Twisted my arm.
Under all circumstances, can you cross out Empire in whatever context?
Yeah.
All right, so number 3, A New Hope.
Is that really number 3?
No.
Right, Anders, number 3.
Robin Williams. That's not going to narrow it down for you, so I'm going to try and make it hard for you guys.
Robin Williams.
Yep. He stars in it.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
That's a good movie.
Is it what's the fucking one where he plays the teacher?
Dead Poet Society.
Yeah, Dead Poet Society.
No.
Flubber.
He's got kids.
Patch Adams.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Kids Come on, ask some real good questions, not just guessing.
Is it around a board game?
No.
That would be a bit mental, to be fair, if Jumanji was one of your favourites. Interesting fact about where in Keene State, though, isn't it? Jumanji was that was one of the locations for filming. The Allen Parish, the Parish family's shoe cobblers or whatever it was.
Yeah, they had a huge memorial for him the day he died. Everybody brought flowers and shoes and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
Why shoes?
Because like in the film, his dad's a shoe salesman.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And they have that building,
right?
The side of that building where it actually says the parish. I can't remember what it is, like parish shoe something.
Pair of shoes, yeah.
That's still there as it is, even though I think above it is now flats because I went to a party in one of the apartments that was above that very thing. But they've preserved that. That was the warehouse or the space that was the shoe factory.
Right.
It's now student accommodation.
No. Right. Okay. I've never seen Jumanji.
What?
What? What year is it?
93, I think it was. I think 93.
Never seen
94.
Jumanji.
No. Didn't fancy it at the time. I thought he couldn't beat Mrs. Doubtfire, so there was no point in watching Jumanji.
Oh, so have you seen any other Robin Williams films?
Oh yeah, I've seen. I think I've seen all the other ones.
So what?
I don't know.
How does that theory stand up then?
I think I did avoid. I think I avoided it. I didn't like the look of it.
Jumanji's fucking brilliant.
I know.
It's a great
movie. I know.
No, you don't know. You never fucking seen it, have you?
No, I haven't.
That's shocking, that, Simon.
Yeah, it is disgusting. I am disgusted in myself. I will chastise myself later.
Good.
With E.T.'s finger.
Film it. Make sure you film it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You make a jingle out of it.
Yeah. Right.
Ow!
So Robin Williams film. So toys?
No, fantasy.
Aladdin?
Nope.
What
Meat?
It's live action.
What dreams may come?
No.
Fantasy Robin Williams.
It had
Hook?
Hold on.
Hook?
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, right.
Rufio.
Yeah. It's just such a good film. I love him in that.
Does Dustin Hoffman play?
Yeah, he plays Hook.
I know Glenn Close plays one of the pirates as well, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I don't think it's even acknowledged. I think she's just a pirate in the background that speaks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's I remember that the idea that you can use your imagination to make anything thing. It was like, can you imagine how good that would be? Every time I used to watch that scene, I was like, those lucky fuckers, because that is bullshit. I've been sat here for 10 minutes staring at this teacup, and it has not turned into a wicked zinger meal.
Oh, you're talking about the scene when they imagine food. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's just right when the drugs are kicking in.
Yeah, that's it. There's no way you're going to turn that into a boneless bang. I don't know why I'm focusing on KFC. Maybe I just want chicken right now.
Are you hungry, Ross?
Chicken.
Chicken.
Okay, I'm hungry. I'm fucking well. I've been holding off on the shit because obviously December is just an absolute fucking. It's so much shit in December, and now I'm like totally clean. It's like I've been 2 weeks clean. Like I'm a smackhead or something.
Christmas is a weird. It's like a weird hangover, isn't it?
It's like a come down. I've had a come down. Like I'm like I'm not eating any sugar. I'm not eating any
so
shit.
Much.
It's the first drink I've had in since New Year's. I'm just drinking to get it out of the fridge.
You just open a cupboard, expecting to like choose which of the 12 mince pies you're going to eat.
Exactly.
And you're already eyeing up the next one you're going to have in half an hour.
Yeah.
And
might as well just take them both out.
Yeah, well, yeah. Save the journey. I suppose you're burning calories going back.
You don't want to burn those precious calories going and getting your 12th meat pie.
Yeah. When you run out of chocolate and peanuts, she's so disappointed. You think, it's going to have to be 12 months until I have them again.
Yeah, well, we had that. We made a buffet on New Year's.
This is shit covered prawns.
You carry Katona's prawn ring. And and that was like so much food, and we had so much on New Year's Day, and it was like, right, we need to fucking get so much right in the bin. I was like, we've got to get rid of all this. Like, we can't just leave all this sat around.
I know.
But then, it was like another day of eating proper shit. It was like, we need to eat the stuff that you can eat now. Like,
even if it's gone bad?
Even if it's covered in shit, yeah.
Well, I'm not coming to your house for dinner anytime.
What's wrong with chicken and shit?
Chicken and shit.
Bit of chicken, bit of shit. Chicken and shit. So Hook was that's pure nostalgia. That
it is. Yeah. Every time I watch it.
Have you seen it, Simon?
No.
Jesus. That's two.
I
That's
knew
two
he was
now.
being quiet. I fucking knew he was being quiet. What's the matter with you?
It's the fringe. The fringe.
You brought it back. You dragged us kicking and screaming back to the fringe.
Yeah. Now it's fair game.
That's it.
I don't know why. I don't know why. I should have watched it. I know I should have watched
Well,
it.
because Mrs. Doubtfire was so good. Obviously, you're just ignoring any other works.
I can't tell if this is a joke or you actually think that it's his best piece.
He'll be 70% serious.
Pretty bang on there, Ross. Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
I mean, 72 is the actual amount I had, but yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
I think as well. I've seen all. I guarantee I've seen all of his films up to Mrs. Doubtfire, and then I don't think I've seen a single one after.
That was shot
So
like the
I
90s.
probably mean it. I probably do mean it.
Well, let's put this to the test.
Are you just going to read Robin Williams films and ask me if I've seen them?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Because quite frankly, I'm disgusted. For fuck's sake, I just googled Robin Doubtfire.
It's in there now. It's in there.
Robin Williams. Right. So, when was Mrs. Doubtfire? 93.
Yeah.
Yep.
So prior to that, yeah, you've got Toys, Aladdin,
Yeah.
Fern Gully.
Yeah.
Hook was
Yeah.
before Mrs. Doubtfire, so your theory collapses immediately.
Not in England.
It was released in 1991. 2 years before Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, but I knew Mrs. Doubtfire was coming out.
He waited.
2 years before.
He waited to not watch any other films by Robin.
At all. Any other film.
I bet you've seen Flubber,
Yeah.
Goodwill Hunting.
No.
You've never seen Goodwill
What?
Hunting?
That's like one of his best roles.
Fuck me. Patch Adams.
This is a movie podcast, you guys do?
Yeah, it was not specifically Robin Williams.
I thought it was.
I've not
you've
seen
seen-
Patch Adams. No.
You've seen Bicentennial Man.
Absolutely not. That looked terrible.
You've seen
Birdcage.
AI, artificial intelligence.
That
one
was-
hour 1 hour photo.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Right, that was good.
It's about a guy that works in a photography shop called Psy. So of course
Yeah.
I've watched it.
Yeah. Happy Feet.
Oh, what's the
No.
Night at the Museum.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, both of them.
All three of them. Yeah.
What's the one where he I'm Rainbow fucking Randolph? It's like a kid show and he's the host and he gets replaced by
Death to Smoochie.
yeah, that's a great movie.
I've never seen that. I never even fucking
No.
heard of it until you just said Rainbow Randolph, and I found it in one of the credits.
I mean, Good Morning Vietnam, The World According to Garp. I've seen those.
Popeye.
He's got a lot of films. Jesus.
Popeye, yeah. Do you know the place in I can't remember where is it? Is it Malta or Spain? The actual village they built is actually still there for Popeye.
Really?
Yeah, it's somewhere. I can't remember where it is. So yeah, so no, I've not seen Hook. I am sorry.
You need to fucking get on these side because
I've already said I'm gonna watch it in Bruges. I'm gonna read that book that you said.
you've watched In Bruges.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it again because I like it.
Well, I'm not give two fucks about you watching something again.
I don't want you to enjoy these films.
I'm talking about watching the stuff that's shocking that you've never seen.
I watched
Hook
Fight Club again.
what was the other one? Jumanji. That's an absolute belter. You can't miss out on that.
Do we get a choice of either one?
Jumanji.
Can I either watch Jumanji or Hook?
That's such a funny. Your accent makes that title so much better. Jumanji.
No, what Ross? What you need to do now is lean into the camera, have some sort of like hand, like motion to go with it, and look straight in the camera and say Jumanji.
And I know it's called Jumanji. I just think it's more fun to call it Jumanji.
So Jumanji. That's what you need to do.
Robin Williams' best performance is Jumanji.
Bit that. Get that sound bit.
Is he any good in that? I don't know.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It just
pissing
looked like a
Ross
load
off.
of CGI'd animals, so I didn't fancy it.
Why do you like CGI, Mr. fucking Star Wars? I'm not having this side. This is bollocks.
Okay, I will watch either Hook or Jumanji or Mrs.
Hawk.
Doubtfire.
Hawk.
Hawk. They call me Hawk.
Hawk.
HOCK.
And then
Have you seen the new Jumanjis?
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen one of them. I don't know if I've seen
Are they any good? Are they?
I just think
Can't really hold a candle to the original.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
and anything with the rock in is just something with the rock in, isn't it? I don't.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't. The thing is, I don't actively sort of, I'm not like against him or like, I do admire him to a degree. But there's also a bit like it's like being force fed Benylin. It's like I know it's good for me in some way, but it doesn't feel it. It's like
you guys should put the rock in and what meets the rock.
It's just the rock in everything. I think he gets a ridiculous amount of credit for his acting ability.
Yeah,
it sort of really amazes me how much credit he seems to get.
He just plays the rock. That's all it is. He just plays
it's
the
odd.
rock.
He's just juicy, isn't he?
He's just essentially a big lump of
Juice.
what meat, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's all he is. It's just a big lump of meat that can talk a bit.
Yeah.
And there are some films that he's in, and you think, do you know what? He's not actually that bad. But I think that's the level that you're at. He's not good. It's just he's not as bad as you think he might be. And that's how he skirts it.
Yeah. He was amazing in WWE and WWF. That was like, you've got to be a good actor to do what he did in WWF. And he was an amazing character. He was like my favorite wrestler. Like, I grew up being a massive fan of The Rock. For me, I loved The Rock, The Undertaker, Stone Cold, the Attitude Era, and I was obsessed with it. I had a Just Bring It t-shirt. I fucking loved The Rock. And now obviously he's like, it's insane that he's now making even more money after his wrestling career, because it's usually the complete reverse. So he's doing something right, but at the same time, his acting is pretty shit. It's a bit mental. It's like a unique blend of bollocks that works somehow. I don't really know why and how, but it's just, he's writing that down, isn't he?
I saw a meme of like his characters in each of his films, and it's like 30 different films, and he's wearing the same thing and doing the same face.
Yeah.
He is typecasted.
Some tight khaki shirt.
Yeah. It's like a beige or something.
But there's not that. I watched. What did I watch recently? It was like Jungle Cruise or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was like down the Amazon, and it was with Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt, yeah.
She pisses me off as well. I don't trust her. But,
don't give her any of your banking information, I guess.
Is it?
She's not going anywhere near my sort code.
No. Is it because she's always got the same face? It looks like that. On everything.
I think for me, it all started off with an interview on Jonathan Ross or Graham Norton, one of the two. Mm-hmm. And she was on there with Russell Brand, and she was just a fucking dick. And that really, I thought, who is she? I thought, that's Emily Blunt, is it? And she was such a knobhead. And ever since then, whenever I see her, I think, there's that dickhead. And I just think she's got a face like a slapped ass half the time. And I'm just not. I'm not into it. I'm not into
look at it.
Like a bulldog chewing a wasp.
She's married to the guy from
she's married
Office.
to
John Krasinski.
Yeah. Who's really good. I've got no issue with him whatsoever. I think he should know better. So, I don't know. I've got these weird hang-ups. It's a weird hang-up. I'm just convinced that she's a bit of a knobhead, and she might not be, but I'm convinced she is. The Rock, I don't think, he's almost too perfect. It wouldn't surprise me if he's like Ralph Harris, in 15 years' time. Can't say. Can I say that?
Well, you said it.
I'm going to regret saying that. I'm going to regret saying
that. You need the beep button. Beep.
No, I don't. This is the problem. Simon edits all of this, and he'll keep it. Even his face went like ET had just got a finger in. Right. I said this the other night. I said to the Indians, I didn't think you'd have the balls to name a podcast gobbing on your own arsehole, but you fucking did. I said, no way, I'm not sharing that.
Well, I shared it because I said it. If you'd have said it, I probably wouldn't put it in.
But no one knows that. Like any anyone on Facebook, I will always share our podcast posts to my network, my personal network, and he fucking ain't doing it on that one. Animation of Si with his legs tucked behind his thing as he's about to spit on his own arsehole with the words "gob on my own arsehole" underneath it.
Is this a thing? Is this a thing?
Yeah, this is real life. This isn't fantasy. Caught in a landslide.
What the hell did I get myself into?
Reality.
I'll finish the show by doing it if you want.
No, thank you. No.
So I very nearly wimped out of going and a week before flying.
Yeah, you kept pushing your flight back. I remember one time, and Jesse was like, "Yeah, Ross spent like $2,000 because he kept pushing his flight back."
Yeah,
because they convinced you to stay, and it didn't take much. Like Jesse was like, "You should stay," and then you're like, "All right."
It's like asking if he wants to go to a castle. He's
to a
already
castle,
got the
yeah.
Yeah.
America is his castle.
Yeah. Do you want to stay in America, Ross? Yeah, go on then. Do you want to go to a castle? Yeah, go on then, as I'm here.
I'll, at the expense of my sort of entire education back in the University of Derby, I was like, fuck this. Like, I've got no interest in going back to Derby and doing that shit. I'm here now. I'm just going to ride this out and I'll deal with the consequences when I get back.
Who needs an education? I've got castles to see.
It must have been 4 or 5 occasions over 2 trips when, somebody was like...
And roughly how much did it cost you every time you cancelled?
Well, I was spending like between £500 and £800 on flights. So every time I cancelled one, I lost that much.
Yeah. Well, we were glad to have you.
Yeah.
We never would have came up with your song.
Go on, do you want to give us a rendition?
Nope.
Something along the lines of Ross, he likes the pussy, English muffin. There's one night.
I've got my guitar. Do you want me to put some...
what
You should recreate it.
Remember what key it was in?
No.
Is it
Ross.
fast, slow? Is it?
I mean, you can put it in just for
You can
sake
put
of
it in
these,
anything.
play it in here.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. It's an A. Okay, you ready?
You pick the guitar up here. Like, you set yourself up for it.
All right. Shall I just do a tune and just see if it sounds right?
Sure. They cut in and out.
Yes, no?
I'm feeling it.
Yeah. I think they were more like single strokes, weren't they? It was more like Ross. He likes the pussy. It was very James Hetfield. English muffin. That's how I remember it.
Okay. Ross, he likes the pussy. Is that right?
No, it's more like
English
rock.
muffin. We're going to a country tune here.
Ross, he likes the English muffin.
Yeah,
Any
It
more
sounded like a
lines?
kid's song. No, that was it.
that was it.
Now,
Yeah.
this is after I had boot and rallied, so the old memory stick was not working.
Yeah, that was a messy night. Was that? That was when you were burning yourself with cigarettes in my honour, and then you asked me.
God.
Oh, was that him? Right. Okay. Yeah, I've heard of that.
Not put that out in the ether.
Ben touched on this story, and I sort of tried to stop him because I knew you were coming on as a guest. So that I want
Oh,
to talk
fucker.
about this.
Fucker.
you were in your mind. We'd agreed to this pact where you would do it and then I would do it, but that didn't happen.
No, you were not. No.
You told me you were going to do it. I was like, well, first of all, don't. Second of all, I'm definitely not going to do that. And you were like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Fucking give that a yes. There you go, Ross. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
You insane. I had to lie about that forever. About how I got that scar. I had to wrap my hand like, yeah, I fell on a stove.
So has it actually scarred?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Not one of my proudest moments. It's there forever. It's a reminder that I have to go visit Ross in England. Great Britain.
Like, whoa. We need to get this man inside. Don't give this man I think it was cigars. I think we were all smoking cigars.
I can't remember what it was. I think it was cigars. It was, yeah. Back when I was young and dumb.
But,
now we're just old and dumb.
But I did stay for another week.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an $800 scar I got.
Next time on the Simon and Ross podcast.
Number 3. I've written Mrs. Doubtfire. It was Hook, wasn't it? It was Hook.
What kind of show is this?
And I've not written down number 2. What was number 2?
Number 2 was Hook, wasn't it? Well, you missed out Fight Club.
No, he had Fight Club.
Fight Club,
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back.
Shining.
Hook.
The Shining was the first
Oh.
one.
Shining.
Wasn't The Shining a
Right,
reject?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
In Bruges. In Bruges.
Oh, in Bruges.
In Bruges.
Yeah.
There we go. No, that was 6. But anyway.
We talked about so much stuff.
Anders number 1. We think. Whoa.
Oh,
Might be number 2. Might be number 12. We don't know.
Gary Katsona's Prawn Ring.